Okay, this is sort of a response to me, Mr. Mayos, sealed or not sealed. Um, Personally, I like collecting sealed albums. Sometimes I'll open them, but if they're ones I know, like this, I have a bunch of Neil Diamond sealed. Um, Headed for the Future, this is in shrink. Um, you know, that's a good playing copy. Then, I was out and about and at the thrift store, and bam, here's Headed for the Future again, but sealed. So I left it. So I have two copies, one for playing and one for my library of records. That's what I call it. So I have a bunch of Dean Martin ones that are sealed as well. I think I only have one sealed Beatles album. It's nothing special. I think it's the Beatles Talk. I haven't opened it yet. Gonna find an open copy, but when I find stuff like that, I leave them sealed, especially if I was to run into some vintage sealed albums, like even this 1971 Apple ones uh, of the Beatles. I would definitely leave those sealed for like collecting purposes, because think about it. If you're a Beatles collector, you already have more than one copy of Help as it is. You might have I have the American copy, which is different, so maybe I'll exclude that. But I have the 78 Blue Box. I have the mono box copy of that. Plus I have a picture disc and, maybe a few other copies of Help. That's just one example. So when you see, for instance, like the sealed German albums, yeah, they have amazing sound, but as Joe said, he has some, and he had some in his previous collection. Why not? I mean, that's a great collection of stuff to have sealed and a perfect opportunity. Uh, I'm the same way with him. Yeah, I do tell prices on here, but I'm not in it for the value. I'm in it for the collectability and the music. And to say, hey, other friends come over like, hey, I got a sealed. I'm just gonna give an example, a sealed Rubber Soul or something. Just to say, hey, I've got a sealed copy. It's pretty awesome. Having a sealed copy to me is like also having like a promo, like a radio station copy. You already have the original, but you have a radio station copy. I think that's cool. It's kind of like that to me. It's not about the value of it. It's like I said, the collectability. I like to collect sealed albums. So that's why I have two copies, just for an example, of Headed for the Future of Neil Diamond. Plus, I think I have the Jazz Singer sealed as well, and a play copy. They're just nice to have. I mean, all pristine and nice shape. It kind of goes with my in the shrink wrap. Uh, I love albums in the shrink, and I will replace them. I know some people, that's another thing that goes on with record collectors. Some take the shrink off, some leave it on, some worry about warping. I've never had a record warp yet, knock on wood. This one, I don't have the record in because I was listening to it. Like, look, the hype sticker, I mean, I love that. I also have some McCartney albums I have, or Wings. They have the little hype sticker on there, and I like that. But I think it's cool to have a few sealed. Actually, I do have two sealed Beatle albums, actual albums. They're from the wooden box set, Sgt. Pepper's and Yellow Submarine. They're both sealed. I haven't opened them. Why? Because I have 5 other copies, different editions of Sgt. Pepper's that I can listen to. So why not leave a copy sealed? I don't know if I'm just rambling on, but that's what I like to do. I see a sealed album, I try to get it. I commented on his video saying at my record store, the Bop Shop, had a Meet the Beatles, and he wanted quite a bit of money for it, and I was wondering if he'd lay it away, but he didn't let me lay it away. That's how I got the Butcher album, was from him by laying it away. And I guess a guy bought it. I heard from one of the workers there, and he definitely opened it, and it just kills me because it's a mono 1964 Meet the Beatles on Capitol Records, and it just killed me to know that it's something, it's over 50 years old, and everything was clean on it. The shrink wrap, everything was just perfect. I got to hold it sealed, and just I was gonna try to lay away so I could get it and always preserve that, because there's not. It's a rarity to find those sealed. It's even rare to find them in the shrink wrap, in my opinion, from that age. So it was just something that just it kills you inside just to know that it was opened, something like that. And I think it's the same way with these German pressings, especially if they're like, I think he was saying 69 or early 70s presses. So that really, I'm still glad you got the album of Revolver, but still, he could at least left the shrink wrap on it. But everybody's different. Maybe everybody's has their right, like he said, to do what you want with your records. But personally, I agree. I love the music, but at the same time, if I see a sealed copy, to me that's a great opportunity to own something and to file it. That's what I call it. Even my girlfriend says, your library of music. To file it into my library, to know that I have, sealed copies of this and an open copy, and I don't know, different, even different imports. I think I have 6, 7 copies of just Beatles for sale, mono, stereo, whatever, Australian pressing. But I don't know. I think it's fun when you find them. There's an excitement of, because you're flipping through, you always see opened albums. So when you come across an album that you love, and you already have it, it's sealed and it's perfect. Why not? And it's in your price range to get it. It's definitely a great deal, and I love to collect sealed albums. I think I have a few Lennon sealed, maybe just one now, and multiples, but it's fun. I have a sealed McCartney 12-inch single. I don't like the song, but I liked it because it was sealed, so I bought it, and there it is. It's just fun. I mean, like I said, I'm probably rambling on now, so I'll probably end this video in the next minute. I wish I had more to grab, but like I said, I'm starting to pack. These two just kind of came to mind. So, it's just filing them. Usually with shrink wrap albums, this random note. Some people might not agree with me, but when I have a plastic sleeve, I put the record behind it so it doesn't get, in case it might get warped, Some people might not think that's safe, but I do, so that's what I do. So, now that I'm done rambling on about this, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope you take it easy, and peace.